Hi, everybody. Good evening. Welcome. It's 5 o'clock, and I'm back. We're going to do a quick wrap up this evening about everything that we have been talking about through the week. By the way, happy Saturday. I hope you've had a little bit of a break today compared to the other days. So, there were a few things, four main topics that we talked about through the week, and I'm going to quickly go through them right now. We talked about commerce courses and entrance exam updates, and then we talked about online summer internships. We talked about how it's important for you to have a schedule. And lastly, yesterday, my colleague and friend did one on the 3 digital tools that you can use right now as you're at home under lockdown. Okay. So the first one, I'm just going to go into the entrance exams in commerce. We talked about some of the dates that we had to look at with regards to entrance exams and when they're being postponed. Just one that I really need you to keep in mind for this month is Christ University. So if you're planning to apply, make sure that you put in your application by the 16th of April, because the test is an online test that you can do from home is on the 26th of April. All right. So don't forget that. And then there's IM Indoor with the IPM course. The entrance test for that one is on the 30th of April. So these two I definitely want you to keep in mind. If you're applying for any of these courses, then you should be putting in your application already and preparing for your tests. All right. Most of the other tests like NMIMS and the symbiosis test, which is the SET, and DU joint admission test, which has been postponed. We don't know when it is. And the hotel management and St. Xavier's, all of those are all going to be in May and June. Okay, so you have time in order to prepare for those. But start preparing for these if you are looking at it. For most popular courses we talked about BCom, we talked about BBM and BBA. Those are go together. It's either or. And then an economics, either a BA course or a BSc course. The difference between a Bachelor of Arts is that it's more theoretical knowledge, and a Bachelor of Science is more practical. Okay, and you can do an economics, just a normal program, or an honors, but an honors is more rigorous. It's harder and obviously looks better, but definitely more competitive to get into. All right. And the last one was finance, BSc finance. Now, for all, it's recommended that you have math. There are some courses, if you don't have math and you're in grade 12 right now and you're thinking of going the commerce route, then BCom in some colleges, but your options are very limited. Even if you're looking abroad, a lot of the business courses will need math. All right. So if you're in 9 and 10, parents, keep this in mind also. If your children are looking at going the commerce route, it's definitely recommended to have math. Okay. How you need to choose, a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, what do you want to do with your commerce degree? Are you thinking of going research? Are you going to go corporate? Are you wanting to pursue CA, things like that? So that's the second one. Are you planning to do a professional course along with your BCom? All right. So it's important that you take a look at that, kind of figure out, and this is a great time, especially when you're home, to kind of figure out what you need to do and what your long-term plans are. So start getting on it. If you need any help, you're more than welcome to get in touch with us. You can write to us at guideme@univariety.com, and we're happy to get back to you and help you through this process. From this session, there were a number of questions that have come. We're just correlating who needs to do what. We will be responding to some of those questions that you had about the different colleges for psychology and where do you do economics and what's my scope if I get into the IPM course, things like that. We will be taking care of it and reaching out to you hopefully next week. Okay. You need to consider how hard do you want to work. If you're not too keen on, studying too hard and a rigorous program, then be mindful of the type of college and the course that you pick. Fourthly, I need you to talk to professionals. A great way to do that, I will be talking in a couple of minutes. You can also get in touch with, if you have family friends who are doing a profession that you want, maybe get in touch with your school alumni, someone who's graduated, get in touch with your school, see if someone's graduated and doing the course that you want to do, get in touch with them. You can do that through our Univariety portal or platform. You can get in touch with the alumni of your school, and that's a great way to connect. And lastly, it's important to assess your skills and your interests. So the best way in order to do that, the most objective way, instead of asking your friends or your family, would be to do a psychometric test. If you're interested to do that, I know a couple of you wanted to do psychometric tests, so please write into us, and then we can schedule for you to do a psychometric test along with a counseling session with it. Okay, so that's about the commerce courses and entrance tests. Online internships. Other than internships, some other things that you can do over the summer are summer school or summer programs. If you go onto different websites, so normally places like Flame and Opijundal and Ashoka, and there are schools like Doon School in Oak Ridge that all offer summer programs in connection with Ivy Leagues. But because of what is happening right now, they most likely may not have it, or they've gone online. If you are interested in one of those, you can go onto their website and check. There are tons of webinars that are coming up. So I just looked from today till about the 18th, 19th. SP Jain is doing webinars. ISDI, which is a design school, is doing webinars. NMIMS is doing webinars. Atria University is doing Shivnada, and they're talking about the different courses they offer. How can you apply right now? Just information about admissions, about fees, about applications, all of that, about the new courses that they have and the prospects with regards to that. So definitely, you know what, maybe watch one of these webinars. If any of these colleges rung a bell in your head and you're like, oh, I'd like to see what they say, then get onto their website and you'll find information about their webinars. Outside of here, if you want to know about things, universities outside of India, then USIEF, which is part of the US consulate, they will have, that's the education, they take care of the education part of it. So you can look at their website, USIEF. You can, Ryerson University, in Canada is also doing a webinar. And of course, there's lots of stuff on College Board, which is where you do your SAT through, okay? So also look at Opijundal, Flame, all of these have webinars happening. I know some of their summer programs are postponed to the winter break, but you're more than welcome to go onto their website. So maybe spend some time when you're putting together what to do for the day, maybe spend some time doing some research. That's a great thing that you can do right now. I do know of ISDI that's doing a summer program. I've talked about it even last week. So definitely, maybe get onto their website and see. It's through the month of April. Anyone from grade 8 to grade 12 is allowed to take part in these summer programs with ISDI. And it's not just design that they have other things like STEM related courses also. One thing that we've been talking about quite a bit is the virtual internship program, and that's the second thing that I talked about a couple of days. So it is, as a lot of you know, you should be familiar. A lot of you asked for brochures. You should have got the brochures. What you should be doing is, taking a look at it, looking at whether there is a course that you are interested in, whether there are courses that you want more information about. So we offer 18 different careers that you can look at. Each career has about 15 to 16 different modules, and these modules are videos with industry experts talking to you about a particular career, and it's followed by an assessment that you need to do. At the end of the virtual internship program, you will get a certificate and you will get a very, very in-depth report with regards to the kind of skills that you have, the kind of potential that you have, maybe some improvements that you need to make, things like that. So you can make sure that the decision that you take is right, all right? And I'm just going to quickly read out to you the careers that we offer under the virtual internship program. There's hospitality, law, filmmaking, dentistry, architecture, fund management, which is finance, marketing, fashion designing, graphic designing, chartered accounting, computer engineering, psychology, family business, mechanical engineering, medicine, teaching, civil services, and ethical hacking. So I definitely encourage you to get onto this and take a look at it, and maybe sign up for one of those courses. You can start at any time. There's no particular time that you can start it. You can do it in the comforts of your home. It'll take anywhere from 1 day to a week to complete. We have heard such rave reviews about it from students and parents. So parents, if you're listening, this is great for your kids to do. So please take a look at it. If you would like, if you're here new and you weren't here with us through the past week, please put down your email address in the chat box and we'll be happy to send you a brochure, a leaflet with all the details about the virtual internship program. And it's the first of its kind. So I think you definitely want to get on board with it. All right. And then yesterday, Ms. Bhakti talked about 3 digital tools that you can use to upgrade or improve 3 different skills. The first one was to improve your communication skills. So she talked about an app called Duolingo, Duolingo. This is if you wanted to learn a language, you should be going on to this, and it's always good to have. The more languages you have, the better. It's a good way to use your time. There's also public speaking skills that she talked about, getting on Zoom or Skype and thinking of maybe a topic and practicing with your friends, such as I'm doing right now. It's easy. There's not too many people. You don't have to be stressed or anxious. It's just one friend who's watching you. So definitely make use of that idea also. Second, she talked about time management skills and how important it is for you to use your time well. Think about how you use your 24 hours. How much do you sleep? How much time do you waste procrastinating maybe, or just not being able to be motivated? But this app called Pomodoro is something that you can definitely use. And there are 2 apps under it, Pomelo and Pomodoro. I can type it out in a little bit for you. So it's called Pomodoro. It's an app that you can use where you use a timer to break down your work. Okay, it's as easy as that. So you set an alarm, you're saying, okay, half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm going to do this. Your alarm rings, you get up, walk around, sit down for your next activity. It works. Trust me, even whether you're a kid or an adult, it'll definitely work. Okay, so think about Pomodoro, and there are 2 apps under it, Pomelo, Pomelo, and Pomodone, Pomodone. And the last one, which even I love, she talked about it and it was new to me too. It's project-based learning, and it's an app called, or a website you can go into called Instructables. Okay, so what they have is a lot of do-it-yourself projects. You can get on it maybe with your family, maybe with your siblings, maybe challenge a friend of yours to do the same project that you're doing, and maybe both of y'all can start it together and see what the end result looks like. Okay, so there are different where you can build circuits. You can do woodwork. That may be a little tough to do. You can do different types of crafts. There's different projects related to living, like gardening and decoration and interior, things like that. And there's tons of other projects. So definitely take a look at it. It's awesome. I just looked at it before I came on, and just to get an idea of the kind of projects, and I wish I had the time to do some of those, but I think I'm going to make some time and get into it. Okay, so definitely look at those. So communication skills, which has learning a language and also public speaking. There's time management skills, and then there's project-based learning. All right, so those are 3 things. Now next week, just before I get into all your questions, what we're going to talk about next week, through next week, starting Monday, is study skills. So that's one from this week that we missed. We're going to do it, how you can balance your time, or some maybe study skills of how you can prepare for your final exams and your entrance exams. The second one we're going to do is why do I procrastinate and how do I get over it? We had so many questions about it when I was talking about how you need to build a schedule. So very, very important that you look at that. We're going to talk about 5 activities you can do at home. Parents, if you're listening, 5 activities you can do with your children during lockdown. We're going to talk about profile building. I will share a few other ideas other than internship and summer programs, and we can talk about that. And then lastly, techniques to improve focus and concentration. So we will 5 really interesting, great things that we're going to talk about. I also talked about how it's important for you to have a schedule. I don't know if you remember a couple of days ago. So it needs to be something that is a joint effort with your parents, and you parents, if you're listening, do this with your child. You need to recognize what is the time that you like to study the most, or you're most focused, either in the morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is. I won't believe you if you say, yes, I can focus for 8 hours, because I don't think it's possible. So think about when you are able to study the most. Maybe break up your work into 2-hour chunks, 1.5 chunks, 1 hour, whatever you want to do. Have a number of, like, a mix of activities that you can do. So maybe academics, exercise, definitely exercise, maybe learn a new skill, the ones that I just talked to you about, a lot of those that you can use. Definitely have some time to relax, and of course there's time to do some revision. Okay. And internships we talked about. See, I've already talked about so many things that you can put into your schedule already. All right, so you should be having full busy days. By the time you go to sleep at the end of the night, you know that you've had a really great day. Be realistic. Children, parents, be really realistic about the kind of schedules that you're setting for yourself. There's lots of advantages. It helps you focus better. You know what to look forward to the next day. You kind of you can recognize when are your peak times. It's good not only for when you're in school, when you're in college, when you start working. It's something that you can recognize and also keep in mind. And also it makes you feel productive, like I said. Okay, very important. So go ahead and make sure that you do those schedules. Okay, I'm going to look at questions really quickly. Priyanshi Gupta, hi, you wanted to know about career counseling, also psychometric test and internships. Okay, if you can put your email down, that would be awesome, Priyanshi, and then I will send you an email with regards to how you can do the career counseling and psychometric test, and also we will send you a brochure with the VIP, the virtual internship program. Okay, please do send the brochure. Okay, Shreya, you've asked for it. We'll definitely do that. Ma'am, I sent you an email, but I got no reply. Priyanshi, okay, what did you write about? I need to look at it. For sure, I will write back to you. Okay, let me look at it soon after this. I will. Please send me the registration link. So I think someone's already been kind enough to put down the registration link. So go ahead and look at it. All the brochures will be sent. Whoever's asking for brochures, we're going to do that. Can you please repeat the online test, Ria? Christ University has an online test that you can do, and that's the one I think that I talked about, which is on the 26th of April. So you definitely want to get on it. The deadline to put in your application is the 16th of April. So that's the one that you need to keep in mind. Okay. Mohini, thank you for saying Instructables is excellent. I'm so glad. Even I think so. Is there any link to access the internships? Praneet, we're going to send you that information so that you can look at it, and if you're willing to sign up, then you can sign up today itself, and that would be awesome. We would love to get you on board with regards to that. We'll send you Duolingo is an app that allows you to learn. Yes, Arushi, you're right. Thank you. I'm glad you know that. And then could you please send the brochure? Yes, we will. Yes, all of you. I'm going to send you all the brochure for sure. So can you please elaborate on internships regarding biology or biochemistry? So under the virtual internship, I don't think we have the only one related to, I'm trying to open it. The only one related to biology is medicine that we have. There's nothing else that is related to. So if you would like to get an idea of what that's going to be like, Lavina, then we are happy for you to look at it. Maybe put down your email address, Lavina, and then we'll send you a brochure, look at it, and then you can kind of decide if that's something that you want to do. Okay. Duolingo is an app, Pranika, so you can download it if you would like, but you can look at it online. It's a website too. I've gone into it and looked at the kind of languages that they offer because I was looking for a student who wants to study French, and Duolingo is one of the ones that came up for sure. Okay. Please send brochures for virtual internship and commerce and science streams. So, Shreya, I'm not sure what you mean by that. We can send you the brochure for the virtual internships. There are internships that you can do both in the commerce and science streams. So just take a look at it, okay, and see if it's something that you would be interested in. Okay, Pranika, you're saying that you haven't. We will send you, okay. Hi, Sudiksha. It's nice to see you. And we will be sending you the brochure. Okay. Vishwa, you've been asking about ethical hacking. I think you asked me before also about it. So basically, what I know about it is that there are 15. I don't know what's in it because I haven't done the internship myself. But there you will have an industry expert, or somebody who is an ethical hacker right now, talking about the program, talking about the career. I mean, talking about the benefits of doing something like that, talking about what they studied, talking about the kind of skills that they did, talking about the kind of career options that they have, or that you will have if that's something that you decide to do. And then there will be assessments to assess whether you have the skills in order to, or interest actually, in order to do ethical hacking. So I hope that answers your question, Vishwa. Kushbu, can you give me a brief about psychology courses? Sure. So I am a psychology major myself. I did my bachelor's in psychology, and I know this is true, still true for a lot of courses. So what you do is every semester you do different types of psychology. That's what you're going to learn. So especially if you're only doing psychology, now somewhere like Christ University, you can club that with journalism or with economics or with English or with, there are different, like for film or theater, I think they have different combinations with psych, which is also a really good option. But if you're only doing just a major in psychology, then what you'll be doing is the different types of psychology streams. So abnormal psychology, child psychology, social psychology, experimental psychology, abnormal psychology. So all of these types you'll be doing every semester, and that's what you'll be studying. So I hope I answered your question, Kushbu. Internship, yes, I will. So CPT exam, Harshita, you're asking me about. No, I'm not aware. I will look at it and I can send you an email with regards to it. So just make sure you have your email address down. CPT exam, right? So let me look for that and then I will send you the information that you need. Okay, see, I'm writing it down so that I don't forget. Harshita. And so make sure that you put your email address down. So yes, Arushi, the one that was postponed will be on Monday. You're right, and it'll be at 5 o'clock. We're here 5 o'clock every day, whether you like it or not. We will be here. Okay. So which academies work with Ivy League? So Aditi, I was pretty sure that Doon School, I think, had one, they had a summer program, and for sure Oak Ridge had it with Columbia, but I'm not sure whether they're doing it this year. So those two for sure I knew. Oxford also was doing it with a couple of schools, but I'm not sure if they're doing it this year. So if you actually just look at the Ivy League and then just put India next to it, if you put Columbia University in India, summer programs, and those will come up. All right. Please, can you repeat the online test? Okay, I already did that. What else? Any other questions? Is it, Vishwa, you're asking me, is it a benefit to study computer science? Of course, especially if you're not sure what you want to go into. So if you want to do data science or AI, or like you asked about ethical hacking, Vishwa, and if you're confused, then what you can do is you should do like a BSc in computer science. Keep in mind you need physics, chem, and bio in order to apply for computer science, but it's good for you to have that as a course, bachelor's in computer science, before you decide what to do for your master's, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. Do you know when the 9th and 11th exams are? So Diksha, as of now, no. We're starting to get information and updates from CBSE. So maybe on Monday before I go in, I'll give you a quick update with regards to maybe dates and things like that, based on what we're hearing back. It would be good for you, maybe if you're in the CBSE, maybe for you to get in touch with the call the helpline and maybe ask that question, and I'm sure they could help you out. I don't have it on me, but if someone can put up that helpline number, that would be great, the CBSE helpline number. And then Sudiksha, it should be on the chat box. You can just call them and find out. Okay. You're welcome, Shreya, anytime. Will I be able to do virtual internships? Absolutely, Nashita. It's good for you to do it in grade 11 before you start applying to colleges for the courses that you're looking at. Even if you've decided what you want to study, it's good for you to do an virtual internship program to reaffirm the decision that you've taken, to make sure that you are 100% sure that this is what you want to study. Okay, so definitely look at it. Anyone from grade 8 to grade 12 can do it, and we've actually had students from all of those grades do it already. In which companies are the VIPs available? So, Ridhima, I'm not sure if you understood what the virtual internship program is. So, it's not with the company, it is with an industrial expert. So, it is kind of a simulated environment that you're going to be doing it in. What it is once you decide that it's an internship that you want to do, or you want to do the virtual internship programs, and once you get on board, we will send you the videos and the assessments based on the career that you choose. For humanities, the things that you can look at law, you can look at, I would also think I know they're more business related, but something like marketing, because there's psychology, a little bit of psychology in there. You can look at psychology, you can look at family business, teaching. All of these are ones that you can look that are somehow connected to humanities. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Yes, so all the YouTube links will be emailed to you of the webinars that we did last week, so that you can go through it. Can you give me career options other than research and teaching for students who want to pursue? Okay, 1 minute. Yes, I will. Okay, can you please repeat the online test? I already did that. Okay, so Diksha, you're in IGCSE. So let me find that out. So you want to know when the 9th and 11th exams are, right? So I'm shocked that they haven't been cancelled, just like your O levels and A level exams. But let me look at it. So in VIP, bundle of 3 not allowing me to add the cart. Okay, Sarabjit, if you can give us your email address, we can get someone to get or call you immediately or get in touch with you immediately. Okay, so just put down, Sarabjit, put down your email address for me, and then we can definitely get someone to get in touch with you and help you through that process, so you can register today itself. Okay, can we do 2 internships? Can we do internship for 2 options, Utkarsha? Yes, you can, but you just have to pay for 2 individually. I would rather you do 3 and just pay a lesser amount for it. So I didn't tell you how much it costs. For 1 it is 2,000, and for 3 it is 4,000. Okay, so 1 is 2,000 and for 3 it is 4,000. So if you do 2, you're going to pay 4,000, and you might as well just do 3 for 4,000. I hope that makes sense. Somebody asked me about what is the procedure for. What is the procedure? Yes, Ms. Jyoti, you asked me about what's the exact procedure to get into VIP. So basically, if you tell us that you're interested, then we will send you a link that you can, first we'll send you a leaflet, and all the collaterals that you need to look through in order to understand what it's about. And once you think that it's good, if it's for you or your child, whoever it is for, then we will send you a link where you can go into directly and pick the careers that you want, pay for it, and get started from tomorrow itself. It's as easy as that. You can start tonight. Okay, so if you're saying you want someone to call you, or then you just, if you want someone to call you, then maybe you should just write into me at guideme@univariety.com, and then I would be happy to put someone onto call you back. All right. Even Sarabjit, if you want to just send me your email your phone number, don't send it here, but send me an email at guideme@univariety.com. I can get someone to call you today itself. All right. Will I be able to do virtual internships in class 10? Of course. Like I've been saying, anyone, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Rachna, you should actually do it in class 10. The advantage of doing it in class 10 is that you are able to choose your courses and your subjects for 11 and 12. You don't want to choose courses that you don't like and then you're regretting it. So work backwards. So look at the careers that you're interested in and then choose the subjects that would be good for you. Okay. So Sarabjit, you've put your email address. Oh, and you put your number. Awesome. So someone from my team will pass that on to somebody who can call you immediately, and then you can definitely, see what can be done and how you can take the three bundle. I completely agree with you that you need more variety on the internships, but keep in mind this is so new. It's a novel idea, so we are still working on it. They are putting together more. We've already given them some feedback of the type of internships that they need to put out based on the demands of students. So in the next few months, we definitely will be coming out with more. There was somebody who asked me that question about science-related courses. So here's what I think with the science-related courses. By studying math, see what career can be taken other than engineering. Okay, Vishwa. Okay, I'll answer your question, but before that, I just need to answer another question about science. So the beauty of it with science right now, yeah, Miss Manimekala, hi, how are you? So what you can do with science is that for now you can take a pure science for now, and then you can try and combine it with something else later. Okay, now you don't only have to do research and teaching. If you look, there's biochemistry and biotechnology and biomedical. There are places that will allow you to kind of combine engineering or anything science related with business, even with computer science. So kind of try and look for those. But if you're unsure, I don't know who you're asking for, if it's for yourself or somebody else, then if you're unsure, then you definitely, I would recommend you do just the science, just a pure science. You can even do life sciences courses, and then for your masters you can branch out and do something for to combine. And that's what employers want also. They want to see that you've combined your science subject or your core subject with something else. Okay, so take a look at that also, that you can do. I hope I've answered your question, but I'm happy to talk about it with you a little bit in detail if you're interested. Thank you, Harni, for putting down the helpline number for CBSE. But I think you wanted to know about IGCSE, Sudiksha. I think that's what you asked for, right? So a lot of you are asking for the registrations. The registrations are all up here. It'll also be on the Univariety Facebook page. So please go in there and you can register for our courses. And then you're asking me, Sudiksha, please can you tell me the courses with physics, chemistry, and math? So it won't be into medicine. Yes, of course, there's engineering, but there's different types of engineering that you can do. But you don't have to even go that way. You can even look at humanities. You can even look into going in the commerce stream or humanities stream. So finish, I don't know which, I'm guessing you're in the 9th or 11th because you asked me about about the exams. And I think you're doing physics, chem, and math. Now it depends where you're planning to study, here in India or if you're studying abroad, and there's different combinations that we can put together. If you're confused about what you want to do with the physics, chemistry, and math, I'm happy to discuss it with you, talk about it with you, give you options of different colleges that will allow you to combine these three subjects with maybe something else that you're interested in. So get in touch with me for sure. Okay. Okay. So can you suggest, I'm going to take this last one. Can you suggest career options in foreign language studies? So a lot of people that I know that do foreign, or a few of my students who've decided to pursue French, they're either teachers, or they are translators. So then they work for embassies and consulates and things, that they are translators. There's a huge need for jobs like that, okay, because there are not enough translators. Also, places like the UN are looking for translators. So those are the two biggest. Either you become a teacher, or you can be a translator. I think there are lots of places, even like if you look at the travel industry and hospitality industry, they're always looking for people who speak different languages. So it's always an advantage to pursue a foreign language. Okay. Can you tell the courses for commerce without math, Prab Simran? So basically, without math, only BCom is what you can do, and then of course all the humanities. If you decide to go just to do maybe a BA in psychology, will allow you to do it, not a BSc. No, BA in economics, I'm sorry, might allow you to do that, but most likely just a general BCom course is what you will be able to do. Okay, so I'm going to sign off right now. I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. Ma'am, can you please, Khushbu, you've asked me for the registration link of all the webinars coming next week. Just go on to our Facebook page, and then right on top over here, you can see on a sticky note, you can already register for the Monday session. So go ahead and do that if you want to right now, Khushbu, and then we will be sending all the links for next week's webinars, okay, on an email. So don't worry about it. We will be sending it to you. I hope you'll have a great Saturday evening. Happy Easter for all of you who celebrate tomorrow, and I will see you Monday evening. Bye-bye.